Good morning, everybody. Lee Brower here. Welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Monday. I am grateful to be here, and I am glad to be here. I'm smiling because I have so much to tell you. I've probably started this video 50 times. I'm going to try to keep it down under 5 minutes, and here we go. This week, here's some of the great things that have happened, and it all focuses in on our youth. Number one, at University of Delaware, their entrepreneurship program. It's a unique horn, nationally recognized. I was able to give a workshop with the youth, senior youth, graduating from that. What an amazing experience. Somebody asked me what was my takeaway. I said their eyes. Their eyes. When I look into their eyes, I could see the future, and it brought me faith. When I hear them talk about the future for them, how can they create value? They weren't asking what can I get or what's in it for me. They were saying, how do I take my talents and energy and go out and create value for this planet? I walked away from there very positive, very, very positive, that we have hope for our future. And I went from right there to Dr. James Lair. Dr. Lair has a program, he started the Human Performance Institute. And after he transitioned that, he now has the Youth Performance Institute, which is a nonprofit. And he's brought together leaders from around the world in different genres. from sports to entertainment to psychology, and all focused in on how can we make our youth better? How can we focus on character? The character of youth. And we brought several young people, young adults there to share their experiences having been involved with the YPI in this last few months. Again, hope for our young people. They're our future. They are our future. And then I came to Philadelphia and got to spend the weekend with Michael and Karina Rouse. Michael is the founder of ESF, which is a globally recognized, a nationally recognized center for training children in sports and fun and education and day camps and sports camps, and bringing them together. And I got to address them and be a part of what they were doing. Again, looking at our youth and saying that's where our emphasis needs to be. That's where our hope and our future is. And then I'm in an Uber car with a driver, and I'm talking with him, and he just, he says something about the law of attraction. And I'm like, law of attraction. Excuse me, what do you mean by that? And he says, he said, I read this book called The Secret, and, and it's just, he started talking about it, and I said, well, I'm in the book, The Secret. He says, you are? He says, yeah, I'm the gratitude guy. And he goes, oh my gosh, I got chills. So that's what he said. He said, you're giving me chills. But then he gave me two quotes that I can't get my mind off, that guide him. And he's actually set up his own foundation now. He has a vision of setting up a foundation, working with youth, making things better for the youth that he gets to serve in his community. Number one, using no way as my way. Think about it, using no way as my way. In other words, I'm not putting any limitations on me. No, I am adaptable. I call it nimblicity, the joy of being nimble. He said he got it from Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was kind of the artist that he took from all kinds of different disciplines to make it work. He didn't limit himself. So when you look at our lives and business, our personal lives, you look at the things that we value most, our enduring or our empowered wealth, those assets that we love more than our financial assets. So when you look at no way is my way, and you start thinking about it in terms of those assets, it means to be open. It means to be open to multiple avenues for growth, for improvement, and really to make an impact. And that flow, that being open, when you do that, it allows you to be even more adaptable, to attract tributaries of ideas, more flexible to what you're doing. The nimblicity, if you will. It opens up the world to the joy of being nimble. The second one that he talked about was having no limitations is my only limitation. I had to think about that. Well, don't we want to have no limitations? We want to grow? Well, it's kind of a paradox, isn't it? It's a warning against the arrogance that can come from believing you are without limits. That rugged individualist, I can do it myself no matter what. But it's the taking our unique abilities, combining and putting them together allows us to have pure confidence, not arrogance. The overconfidence or arrogance is as limiting as self-doubt is, or even more so. Because my definition of arrogance is an outward display of a lack of confidence. So if you talk about enduring principles again, those values, those principles that we uphold and value most, knowing that we have limitations allows us to open up to others, to provides us with humility. It strengthens our character. And it gives us a caution. It cautions us of becoming too prideful or too focused on ourselves and start focusing on arrows out. So I looked at that. It was a great lesson from my Uber driver as well. The power of adaptability, the need for self-awareness. It's crucial to be open and flexible. It's also crucial to recognize that we can't do it all by ourselves. And so that calls for humility, self-assessment, and continual growth. I hope this is helpful for you. I've been excited as can be. I look forward to sharing more of what I learned this last week with you. Have a meaningful week. Let's stay positive. Let's be like the river. Let's be in the flow. Let's attract. Have a meaningful week. Bye-bye.